It's just like the late, great Kurt Cobain said, all in all is all we are. Trainatic, another game for autists. And they've added some roguelike elements. All right. Little noise filter on everything, lo-fi pixel art. Trainatic is an explosive incremental train building game. Upgrade your cars, gather resources, and unlock powerful synergies to chug further down the track. I I I don't know where game design is going, but there's just nothing appealing about it to me at all. And this imitation after imitation after imitation, it's so tiring to open up this queue and see this stuff. I'm sure the developer had the best of intentions, but this is how it's falling. If this were the only game ever, okay, cool. But it's not. Came out on the 8th of September from Ryan Forrester. Congratulations on using your real name and being genuine, being honest in the age of dishonesty. There is a demo. They want $7.80 for it. It's reasonably priced for what it is. You watch your train grow from a tiny engine to a screen clearing machine. There has to be something deep, something really existential about why there are so many fucking roguelikes, and it has to go beyond the fact that it's easy to do. There has to be some. It's got to like the universe is trying to tell us something. I don't know. It's driving me nuts. There it is, the easiest copy ever. Upgrade the upgrade tree. No, I'm good, Ryan. But congratulations on publishing. Bubsy in the Perfect Collection. All right. Never played a Bubsy game. I've always wondered if this was a meme or this was a real thing from back in the day, or I just don't know. But it's classic Sega-ish platformer, and they've got the 3D and the Game Boy apparently. Is Bubsy a celebrated icon from the mascot wars of the early 90s or a platforming punchline? Bubsy in the Perfect Collection, explores the franchise's troubled history and enduring popularity. A playable history that includes games, artifacts, and interviews. What could possibly go wrong? Is this a liminal thing? Like, is this is for legit? Like, I'm so confused. Came out on the 9th of September from Limited Run Games and published by Atari. They want $26 for it, which I guess is kind of reasonable. That is 20 US dollars. So what does it have? Games, artifacts, and interviews. Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Famicom, and Sega Genesis. Bubsy 2, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, and Game Boy. Bubsy in Fractured Furry Tales from the Atari Jaguar. And Bubsy 3D from the PlayStation. So were these real games? Like, listen, if you're a Bubsy fan and you're like, this guy fucking is clueless, okay, this never came across my desk, not once, and I was playing games from the get go, from the beginning, from the very beginning. Scans of art, manuals, ads, and more, video interviews. Listen to your favorite tracks. What is the Carbon Engine? Created internally at Limited Run Games, the Carbon Engine is a development tool that allows legacy content to be ported to modern platforms. It uses emulation as a base, on top of which the Carbon engine builds features like user interface, rendering audio, data management, controller inputs, and control-specific SDK features like trophies. It allows Limited Run to put out highly accurate emulation-based ports of classic games for modern hardware. Old, well-loved releases can find second wind on all new hardware using the Carbon engine. It is a core component of Limited Run's vision for a world that is forever physical, capital F, capital P. Forever physical. It's odd, considering all this shit is digital. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm like so genuinely curious. I guess this was all real and I missed it. Maybe this was, I don't know how I missed any of this. But there you go. Mage and Monsters 2. Remember Mage and Monsters 1? Yeah, neither does the rest of the world. But here it is. It looks like some sort of tactical auto battler, I guess. Very in your face user interface, lo fi pixel art. Recruit a hero to lead your army and use spells while they fight for you. Mage and Monsters 2 is an active auto battler. There you go, where you choose to either enhance the strength of your hero, reinforce the might of your army, or increase the power of your spells. Sit back and watch things happen. Gaming 2025. Came out on the 8th of September from Lasse Zacco Malver. That's your real name? It's a badass. LZM. Self published, they want 1180 for it. And it's an auto battler. Choose between 12 different heroes, 101 upgrades, 13 unique spells, 25 different units with 51 enemies and 3 different maps. Sounds exciting. Road to Empress. Oh no. Oh no. It's the Asian dating game where you're the one dude surrounded by concubines. Harem thing. Oh no, maybe there's a bunch of dudes you can date as well. Maybe the whole thing is a soap opera. No, it's got this tree where you can go back and make sure you don't miss any of the titillating scenes. You can romance Lee Shimin. Okay, well, there's something for everyone here, I guess. You've never played a game like this before. Well, I don't know. I'd argue that there's probably a lot of games like this. Road to Empress is a cinematic palace adventure where your choices decide everyone's fate. Can you be the legendary Empress Zhu Wu Zetian? I could not. Not even with hormone therapy and operations could I ever be the Empress. Tackle 101 story branches and high mortality rate with charm, wisdom, and courage. First, survive. So it's female protagonist? Came out on the 8th of September from New One Studio, self published alongside Ariel. All right, they want 1170 for it. Full 4K live action star studded performance. Wow. Your choices shape history. But it's just a romance game, right? 101 story branches. Uncover the palace's darkest secrets with multiple playthroughs. And they're an independent creative team creating full motion video experiences blending Eastern culture with interactive storytelling. 2019's The Invisible Guardian earned millions of fans and BAFTA recognition for deep moral choices. It dives into the legendary beginnings of Wu Zetian. Watch an unknown girl proceed with caution in palace crawling with enemies. This sounds completely historically inaccurate, but okay, there it is if you want it. Waning flowers of a world eternal, the rainbow appears after flowering rains. Moe infantilized map crap. That's what we're going to call this map slop. She pierces me with her cold gaze. No, not really. More JPEGs to fall in love with. A woman who is disproportionate in all ways. Not only the eyes are massive, but the breasts are just grotesquely. Well, man, I would memorize the term for this. Macro. Oh God, macromasia. No, there's some word for it. This fetish, but it goes beyond that. It's like pedophilia, really. Is one life worth the price of another? A bittersweet visual novel about life and death, trust and bonds, and promises made. Brought to you by popular Japanese Bishoujo game developer Sweet and Tea, winner of the Moe Game Awards 2016 New Brand Award. You haven't won an award in 9 years? The fuck? All right. Published by Shirabune. They want 26 bucks for it. You get it. It's JPEGs to fall in love with, and they're all underage. If fucking get help. Supercar Collection Simulator. No, it's a Hot Wheels sim. Only it looks horrific. Oh, and it's a shop as well. Okay, I haven't seen one of the store simulators for a while. It's been a minute. There are like 1,000 of them on Steam now, and here's one that features toy cars. And for some reason, sailor suited short skirt schoolgirls in ball caps. What the fuck? Start your own die-cast store. Unbox surprise car packs. Expand your collection. Win exciting races with customers on the tracks and play online trading games. Win? A world full of speed and excitement is waiting for you in your store. Came out on the 8th of September from Kiki Games, self-published. They want 17 bucks for it. And that's what it is. It's just a store simulator. They've got racing events and it's your usual bullshit. Is there a deep, dark, weird, bizarre story under all this? Because that's the only way you'd ever get me to play one of these. Starfire Eternal Cycle. All right, female protagonist. And what is Starfire doing here? What? It's third person isometric action game with first person moments in it, or are those the cutscenes? Hard to tell. Starfire is a love letter to classic arcade side scrollers. Okay. Reimagined with roguelite progression. Because that's what we need. Modern action polish and that just one more run itch. You know, it's funny, that itch tends to go away after every single game demands it of you. I've found that, anyways. It's really do it again stupid game design writ super large. It's fast, punchy, and all about no pressure fun with tight combat, stick movement, and endless ways to cause chaos. Came out on the 8th of September from Ethereal Fish Studio and Indie Herb Games. There is a demo. They want $22 for it. And I guess it's a side scrolling roguelike where you play as a chick with a big ponytail. It's not my thing. Something my brother always wanted. Rest in peace. I'm good. Axis Football 2026. Okay. Like I said, we need some competition for Madden and NBA 2K. I don't know if this is going to cut the mustard, but congrats on getting out there. Axis Football 2026 is a complete American football simulation featuring fluid gameplay, endless customization, and the industry's best franchise mode. Came out on the 8th of September from Axis Games. They're all in, self-published. They want $26 for it. So it's a simulation, right? It's not like Madden. You manage stuff and then watch it happen. It's just as bad as an auto battler, honestly. Customization for the first time ever. It lets you create custom plays from scratch, delivers major gameplay upgrades to keep you more immersed than ever. Routes, plays, and playbooks delivers the biggest offensive overhaul yet. And franchise mode got a major upgrade as well. And the AI play calling and the personnel takes AI strategy to a whole new level. Great. Instant replay, complete play editor, and a whole bunch of features for people who love this kind of thing. Yeah, if you're an armchair football person, I'm sure it's nice to have another one of these on the shelf. There you go. Blood Bear. All right, is that the Blood Bear there? It's in one of those spooky walk around in the woods. No, you have a gun, so you can shoot the monsters. It's always nice. Or an axe. Okay. You get to eat food and I guess hunt down these cultists. All right. Whispering Pines State Park. I like how they just slapped a font that glows on a wooden sign. Okay. McCracken's Stuff. Bloodbear is a single player survival horror game. You must get to the bottom of what occurred the night before. Navigate the map, interact, and avoid the park's residents. Use and upgrade items from around the park in your search for answers. Came out on the 5th of September from Rabid Rodent Games. They want $9 for it. Wish list now. I'm good. Uh, Survive. It's an immersive experience, bro. Put your survival skills to the test in a highly realistic environment. Maintain hunger and stamina levels, because that's always fun. Equipment, terrifying atmosphere, unique storyline. How I saw a flashlight and some scary glowing eyes in the forest. That's pretty much every other one of these, isn't it? Terrifying atmosphere, character interaction, non-linear map. What? Explore an extremely detailed handcrafted world with each asset intentionally placed in 21 unique locations. Yeah, but where did those assets come from? Have the advantage of total control over your exploration. I would imagine that very few indie game developers are handcrafting 3D fully rigged models anymore. I think that's going to become a lost art. I would imagine if you wanted to get into game development now, to become a skilled animator and 3D modeler would probably be the way to go. AI is not going to do a very good job with that stuff for a long time, if ever. Blood Bear can be completed in roughly 1.5 to 2 hours, and this is one of the first of many games made by a 19-year-old solo game developer. Please note me, bro. Please make 20 more of these. And listen, just for all you other aspiring game developers out there, this is what's possible at 19 by yourself, right? The bar doesn't exist anymore. Backyard Football 99. Oh, I'd rather play this than the Football Manager. Oh, okay, I know this franchise. They've got a baseball game in it, right? Backyard baseball. And now it's backyard football. And it's made to look like a game that came out in the 80s, but it actually came out recently. Backyard Football 1999 is back and now enhanced to run on modern systems. Or was it a real game? Again, I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm living in a dream. Whether you're picking Jerry Rice or Barry Sanders for your dream team, scoring touchdowns with Pablo Sanchez, or enjoying the witty banter between Sunny Day and Chuck Downfield, simple controls let anyone pick up and dot dot dot. Came out on the 8th of September from Megacat Studios, published by Playground Productions. They want $13 for it. That is extremely reasonable priced. So you can play a single game with 5 backyard fields, or there's a season mode with 30 iconic backyard sports characters. Each team plays a 14-game season. Then there's 4 division champions and 4 wildcard teams enter the Backyard Football League playoffs to compete for the Super Colossal Cereal Bowl. All right, you got your football plays. Additional information. At our core, we are fans first, not just of video games, but of the backyard sports franchise. So this was a real thing in the 90s. Again, another thing that never came across my desk. Fans have asked for accessible and legal ways to play their original backyard titles for years. Without having access to the source code, there are hard limitations on the experience we can create. As an example, we can't use the original 32-bit code to support modern Mac OS, as even with an incredibly clever wrapper, Mac OS can't execute the binaries. Backyard Football 99 runs well, looks better than ever, is stacked with Steam achievements to test your metal, and creates a new installation for digital preservation within the backyard sport. Yeah, it's great that these curators are out there doing this. It's just weird that I never saw this. 99, what was I doing? Probably a lot of drugs. All right. Backrooms Apprehension. Well, it's been a minute since we've seen one of these too. Are they going to mention Kane Pixels at all? And Kane Pixels always kept the monsters sort of vague. Here you get to see exactly what it is, well lit in the backrooms. A terrifying multiplayer horror experience with social deduction elements. Trapped in the backrooms, up to 12 players must try to work together to survive and expose the shape-shifting skin stealer hiding among them before it's too late. Who will you trust? What is he doing with all that skin? Came out on the 14th of August from DMNT Interactive, self-published. They want $3.90 for it, so you know it's quality. It took millions of dollars to make this one. 2 different play styles, high replayability, and a unique atmosphere of dread and There's nothing fucking unique out of this. This is a first-person Among Us set in the backrooms with a bunch of asset packs. Hostile shape-shifting monster, scavenge for supplies, and it flattens you. Nice. Direct attacks won't work against a well-coordinated team. You'll need to be cunning. Oh, as the monster. Okay. So fast-paced and intense asymmetric gameplay, a dynamic proximity voice chat, get called the N-word at all times of day by your friends, and high replayability. I don't think I'll even play this once. Unextinction, all caps. What is this? Somebody downloaded the Fauna asset pack from the Unreal store. All right. Okay. Bunch of pretty much dead environments on a jungle island. Stranded at sea and trapped on a dinosaur-infested island, uncover hidden secrets in a lost sci-fi biolab while fighting to survive, escape, and outlast nature's deadliest era. How would you know? Came out on the 3rd of September from Amar SK, published by Candoria Studio. We haven't seen a student game for a while, but I guess class is now in session. So in 9 months, there'll be a flood of student games. They want $6.50 for it. Adrift in silence. I wish something beneath. The shadow moves below the waves. Help arrives and vanishes in an instant. You're not alone out here. I'm pretty much alone. Dragged from the sea to a forgotten land, you wake in a place where nature never moved on. From dense jungles to abandoned labs, you'll search for a way out and uncover the dark experiments. The cinematic, story-driven survival, dynamic dinosaur and sea creature encounters, open world island exploration, sci-fi lab, discovery and secrets, and intense survive the night gameplay. I would rather fire up Minecraft again. All right, congrats on pushing the asset pack to the Steam store. All right, we're good. Let's get out of here. 18,791 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.